Hello and welcome to Move Strong Fit, the MiSFIT ASD Gym. My name is Kyle Buttress and I'm the father of an ASD child. And I guess this is the main instigator or the drive for me launching this campaign. So the main idea behind this campaign is twofold. There's a facility and the 9-week pilot program. So the gym, the ASD gym itself, will provide an environment where the kids can learn, at this stage, 3 different modalities of exercise. One is movement and mobility. Number 2 is strength training, using different forms of strength training, body weight, kettlebell and barbell. And number 3 is martial arts patterning. Specifically kata-based or their forms-based patterns, more than the defensive type of act. I found over the years of teaching that these 3 activities will help formalise patterns that are quite comforting to ASD kids. Mobility patterns, strength patterning and martial arts patterning in their forms offer a repetitive, rules-based activity that can be applied to lots of different kids in specific areas. So some may be able to focus more on mobility, some more on the strength patterning and some more on the martial arts patterning. Each area offers ways to improve the kids physically, emotionally and mentally, which all have benefits in. Okay, I've been asked to give a little bit more background behind the word MiSFIT. So it's a deliberate play on words. So the system and the pilot program runs on 3 different things: mobility, strength and fitness. Move, strong, fit. Add the I character or the I letter in there, it becomes the word MiSFIT when it's a play on word. And as we all know, those of you that have ASD kids or are involved with ASD kids, you know they're a little bit left of centre. They're the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers. Okay. That was the first few lines of the Think Different campaign from Apple that they had in the 1990s. So you'll see there's a link in the campaign messages below that you can go have a look at that poem, as it was part of that program. And I think it fits quite eloquently here. Yeah, it describes the type of child or teen that we're looking at, and their ability to outshine themselves and be bigger than what they actually are. So that's a okay, so what is the MiSFIT concept or the ASD gym concept? It's about giving these kids the ability to participate in physical activities that they may not normally get a chance of doing, and for a number of reasons. Some of them may not cope well in larger groups or in different situations or outside of doing what they would consider their comfort activities. It gives the parent and carer the knowledge that they're with a coach and a person that understands where they're coming from and has a broad range of skills that can help take them from a beginning student to. So as much as this campaign is about the pilot program, which I'll get to in a second, the facility that this pilot program will be run from needs to be fairly specifically designed to go with the program. So they are kind of one in the same. The facility would need to have areas either one area that can be configured to suit the activity, so be that mobility training or martial arts training, or configured then for the strength training component, or separate areas in the same entire building complex that have different areas set up for these specific activities. So the pilot program itself, and this is the main part of the campaign, I guess. It's a 9-week term set out for between 10 to 15 ASD teens. These teens would be in the initial pilot program more high functioning, because that would give us a better understanding on how to progress in a relatively straightforward situation. From that 9-week course, we'll do some further research and analysis and make changes in areas that may need it, and tweak it so it can work for younger kids and kids that are in different areas of the spectrum. So over the 9 weeks, it's split up into 4 parts. So 2 weeks on mobility training and flexibility training, how to move, how to pattern their body using rocking, crawling, very ground level movement patterns. Then there's 2 weeks of strength training, showing them how to build their muscles, basically, to give them more control over their body and limbs. And the last two weeks, or another 2 weeks, on martial arts patterning. So when I say patterning, more specifically on one particular form, so their kata in their martial arts. The 4th part is the remaining 3 weeks of the 9 weeks, where we integrate all those aspects into a training scheme. Each week there's 2 sessions a week, one early in the week, one later in the week, giving them a few days rest on either end so they can go home and practice or take a break from it or whatever they need to do. Parents will be given like worksheets that they can take home and allow their kids to practice these movements. So it's a 9-week term, 4 different aspects, 3 different modalities, all pattern based, all with a start and end date. Additional to the 9-week pilot program that we'll be running, the facility will be open and allow open sessions. There will be a coach there all the time to assist with how-tos, assist the parents and carers with understanding how things work, assisting the child to better understand and improve. So I hope you can understand that the MiSFIT program is more than just a collection of activities. It's a blending of 3 different modalities, all with an ultimate goal to improve the physical capabilities of these ASD teens. Sometimes it's these simple formats and pattern structures that can elevate these kids to new levels. Gives them confidence, gives them physical abilities they didn't think they had at the beginning, gives the parents an understanding that anything is possible. So the funding goal is for $15,000 to fit out a facility, stock it with the correct equipment, and get the pilot program for at least 10 to 15 kids underway by December this year. So have a look at the funding goals down the side and the incentives that we have on offer, and back us with everything you have, and give us the chance to make these ASD kids shine in a physical environment. Thank you.